combination.
Good punch on the inside by Adrien Broner. He has a good uppercut, and here he uses it as...
And the left hook drops Broner for the second time in the fight. He was down in round 2. He's down for the second time in his career in round 8.
I was
Then Broner locking up Maidana. Maidana can't get his head away. But yeah.
You know, Broner had a fractured jaw in his fight. And remember the controversy that he didn't do a post-fight interview, and they made this whole big deal about it. And they actually aired the post-fight interview, like, what is it, about a week or so later. It was bizarre. Well, we've seen him lose 3 times, against Marcos Maidana, against Sean Porter, and against most recently Mikey Garcia. Many feel that he's going to lose again on April the 21st when he takes on Omar Figueroa, a high punch volume pressure fighter with power. He's undefeated. He defeated Errol Spence in the amateurs, from my understanding. I got to find that fight. We got to watch it here online together. TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. Adrien Broner is one of the most marketable fighters in the sport today. He transcends over to you know, the hip hop realm. You know, his whatever he talks about, you know, gets on TMZ. Wherever he goes, cameras are there. But the issue is he lacks discipline pre-camp. We always hear about, you know, this time he's going to get his shit together and, you know, he's going to focus more on camp. In this video, we're going to talk about the change in staff. Well, it's still the same staff. As you can see, his trainer right there in the thumbnail I got up, Mike Stafford, has been sent to the back seat, you know, which was a good thing, and maybe he agreed to it, for a new trainer by the name of Kevin Cunningham, who has been in Adrien Broner's camp, but he's being moved up to the head trainer in charge. Now, many felt, including myself, that Adrien Broner needed a change in a trainer in a long time. For example, I was looking for a clip from this fight, and I couldn't find it in my on demand for Broner versus Maidana, to when Maidana knocked Broner down. And in between the rounds, you hear Mike Stafford trying to coach Adrien Broner and tell him a strategy. All you hear Adrien Broner saying is, I got it. Even right here, he got knocked down. Where's it at? He got knocked down. Let me go back. Now, they're saying something to him over in the corner.
Time in the fight. He was down in round 2. He's down for the second time in his career in round 8.
And excuse my language. Here's a saying that we use where I come from, and this applies to Adrien Broner, you know, in so many different ways. And the thing about it is, some people can't take criticism. It's not like the shit I'm saying is not true. You know, it's not like I'm just sitting on here just talking shit. The shit I'm saying is true. You can go look it up. You know, he's been known to lack discipline. He's been known to have some sort of drinking issue. And then when he gets to camp, it be all good. He's shown us he can make weight. He's shown us that he could possibly make 135 if he wanted to. But it's his lifestyle pre-camp. You know, being a rapper and the partying and all that shit. He's the type of fighter that, for one, you don't want Adrien Broner to be on no layoffs. That's one thing that you notice about Adrien Broner. He don't be on no layoffs. You know, you need him to be active, because the more time he's outside of the ring, he's getting shot at and shit. And that's some scary ass shit. You know? The saying goes, you can't tell a smart nigga nothing. You know, it's always, I got it. Yeah, I hear you. I know. No, you don't know. You getting fucked up in there. In the case of the Marcos Maidana fight, you know, he telling Mike Stafford, you know, he got it. He knowing everything. Bruh, you getting fucked up. You don't know. Listen to me. Maybe I can help you, you know. And I can understand, because Mike Stafford been with him since he was a kid. You know, even though they may have thought that he would be a star, and they may have knew, like, yeah, he's got the potential to be a star one day. They've been with him since he was a kid. And you got to think, Broner probably got to the point where he wasn't even listening to him anymore. You know, to the point where Mike Stafford getting that check and everything, become a yes man. You know, is that too far down the rabbit hole, you know, to think that Broner just wasn't benefiting from having a trainer, because he's seen Broner become this star? And Broner not listening to shit he has to say. Broner coming in, running a camp. Broner needs discipline. Outside the ring, too. Somebody to tell him, like, yo, bro, why can't you fucking stop drinking? Like, why can't you just chill on the drinking? You know, like, you know, what the fuck? I've been there with the drinking shit. And I be thinking to myself now, like, it was the best decision I ever made, like, to stop drinking like I was. Yeah, every now and then, but now I probably drink probably like once a month. No bullshit. And then when I do drink, I be 2-3 beers, I'm done. I had to resort to wine, but in his case, and I've been in the vicinity with him many other times, and I've been thinking to myself, like, yeah, he fucked up. Like, you would see him earlier in the night at like an event or something, at a fight, earlier in the night. Then by the end of the night, you be like, yeah, And it was one situation where, all right, I'll tell you the real story. TstreeT had to go number 2. So I didn't want to go in like they have like a couple of bathrooms for the media, but I wanted to go all the way to the top of the Barclays Center to like the empty ass bathroom. So I go up there where the box seats are, in the nice ass bathrooms, and I be by myself, So this TMI, I understand, but I'm trying to, lay the foundation for the story. So this is when I find out it's a whole different area with food and like better food and like drinks. And I don't even know if the drinks are free or not, whatever. I see him, the Charlos, some other stars up there. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I've never been up here before. They were up there drinking. Later on in the night, I see them come downstairs. They in the press conference acting all crazy and shit. I was like, oh yeah, they was up there getting fucked up. I'm not the fucking police. I'm just saying. I'm just telling the story. And I be thinking to myself, like, okay, with a new team, and if Broner dedicated himself to his craft just 10 months out of the year, and 2 months, he went on his little benders and everything, just 10 months out of the year, and if you seen him walking around in shape all year round, you would really think, people really think like, yo, he really is trying. That would help his marketability so much. But when you showing up, looking like this with this little ass motherfucking suit on, and boxing fans, even though he's not fat, he's nowhere near fat. Boxing fans, if you're not in your fighting shape, they harassing the shit out you. They call me fat. I'm not fat. Yeah, I got a little, but I've been losing it. Fat shaming shouldn't be fat shaming, man. That shit ain't right.
Now you're one of the most.
Listen to this.
Now you're one of the most talented.
Hold up.
First, we're gonna put on a good show for you guys.
Word. The problem, AB, Adrien Broner.
Charlemagne the guy, what's up, my nigga?
What's up, my guy? Now you're one of the most talented fighters in boxing, but you've had your ups and downs. What are your goals for 2018?
I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I'm trying to outshine everybody. I gotta go crazy. Like, I've been bullshit. Like, and then they got me up here next to these motherfuckers, and when we gotta fight, I don't like these motherfuckers, man. So don't be fooled like we just all cool. We gotta fight. We still gotta fight. I gotta rematch.
They had him standing right next to Mikey. And what happened was, from my understanding, they had them come out and they all had like assigned places. So I'm guessing on the floor where they were standing, on the podiums where they were standing, there was their names. So who was the person that said, let's put Adrien Broner next to Mikey Garcia? I would have did that shit.
Mikey, Sean, I ain't even gonna lie to you. Charlemagne the guy, what's up, my nigga?
What's up, my guy? Now you're one of the most talented fighters in boxing, but you've had your ups and downs. What are your goals for 2018?
I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I'm trying to outshine everybody. I gotta go crazy. Like, I've been bullshit. Like, and then they got me up here next to these motherfuckers, and when we gotta fight, I don't like these motherfuckers.
What Leo do?
So don't be fooled like we just all cool. We gotta fight. We still gotta fight. I gotta rematch Mikey, Sean Porter, and shit. Nah, we gotta get. So this fight right here, this the start of the turn up again, because I'm still turned, but I gotta turn back up. So when we fighting?
Dad, what Leo do?
I don't know.
April 21st.
Whenever we fight, I don't care where it's at. They ain't took. I don't know nothing yet. I'm ready, man. Let's get it on, man. I'm trying to. And he undefeated. I'm trying to get you your first loss too. So right now, it's just fucking. I ain't.
Make some noise for AB. The problem.
For those who don't know, Omar Figueroa ain't no joke. So I'm hearing that, Adrian, for one thing about Adrien Broner you have to give him respect for is he ain't never ducked nobody. He fights who they put in front of him outside of the Pacquiao situation. But Omar Figueroa ain't no joke. Omar Figueroa throws a lot of punches, man. The only issue about Omar Figueroa is his inactivity. Omar Figueroa, 27. Let me zoom in for you. 27-0-1 with 19 KOs, 28 years old. His last fight was against Robert Guerrero, knocked Robert Guerrero out bad. And then, as you can see, he had this year-and-a-half layoff when he fought Antonio DeMarco at 154 pounds, where he shouldn't have been. Now, around this time, when he fought Daniel Estrada, he was supposed to go on to really, really big things because he was getting over, the hand issues. He had a hand issue in between this Hito Orikawa fight. That was a Fight of the Year candidate back then. And this Jerry Belamonte's fight. Then, Daniel Estrada, he came back. And then something else happened between Estrada and Ricky Burns. And, he fought Antonio DeMarco. Had a night, he had a 2-fight 2015, no fights in 2016, and just 1 fight in 2018. And now he's getting this big fight against Adrien Broner. Now, as you can see, he's coming from a smaller division just like Adrien Broner, 135, natural division, 140 pounds. And even Joel Diaz said he should be fighting at 140. In fact, here's the interview. Where's it at? From his trainer, Joel Diaz. Here, let me put this on for you. Where's it at? Right here?
His hand issues, those are all resolved?
I took care of that. He has hand issues when he's away from me. That's when he has hand problems.
His last fight when he stopped Guerrero, he looked a little bit heavy in that fight. But he did stop him. He did stop Guerrero. Is he going to be in better shape for this fight?
Omar Figueroa, he doesn't have that physique of an athlete. They used to say, "Oh, he's chiseled." But he made the weight properly. Obviously he's not a 47 pounder. That's the reason why you guys can see that he has excess of weight. But he's a 140 pounder in reality. Omar Figueroa is 140 pounds naturally, but he fights at 147 because he's comfortable, because he has the power, he has a weapon. But he'll be better.
He has the power to stop Broner.
He has the power to stop Broner. You'll see that.
Prediction on that one?
I guarantee you, it's not gonna go 10.
Now we've seen that Broner can be knocked down. Omar Figueroa does have a nice body attack. In fact, like I said, Omar Figueroa, he's not a jabber. He throws a lot of hooks, but his punch volume is very, very high. And what we've seen with Robert Guerrero, Robert Guerrero, in my opinion, is a 140 pounder that had the body of a 154 pounder fighting at 147. Once Robert Guerrero came back and fought who was that, Celso Gaidin, he wasn't the same fighter he was in lower weight divisions because he jumped completely over 140 from 135. And we saw that the jab went away and he became this CrossFit, brawler type dude, and it just didn't fit him. And Omar Figueroa, with his inside game, is very accurate, as you can see. He knows what he's doing inside there. So he does have the ability to walk down Adrien Broner. He does have the ability to outbox Adrien Broner. Outwork Adrien Broner. He does have the ability to possibly knock Adrien Broner down, with his vodka belly. We saw what happened with Kovalev. You drink that vodka, your balls get high. Your balls rise, your scrotum rises to your navel. That vodka belly, vodka scrotum ball, vodka scrotum belly. Adrien Broner drinks too much vodka. I've heard his drink of choice is Ciroc, the big ass bottle he just walks around with. I've heard the stories. But if he does win, it'll be a big ass upset because a lot of people don't think he's going to win. And it's in the Barclays Center again. And remember, when he lost to Mikey Garcia, he got booed. He do bring the stars out, but this fight right here is a must win for his career. And also, if he loses, he's going to be clear. He's already typecast in regards to people say he loses the pressure fighter power punchers. And he's fighting a good, hungry young one who is getting a big ass payday. It's almost like they're cashing Broner out. It's like, listen, bro, you got to take this fight. Nobody trying. You want this money? Nobody trying to hear those tune-up bullshits and building you back up. Nothing but big fights. And like I said, you can't be mad at Broner because he do fight big fights. I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. Please subscribe. All links to my social media right down below in the description box. Now, we got to see if both of these fighters are going to make weight. Mikey Garcia said that he didn't want the Figueroa fight at 140 because he didn't know Figueroa was going to make weight. Joel Diaz, the trainer of Figueroa, was basically saying that Mikey Garcia was scared of the power. Remember, this guy gave Errol Spence some work. We got to look at that fight. Let me go look at it. It should be on here. It should be on here. I heard it years ago, but I didn't. Where is it at? Where's the bio? I heard it years ago, and I never looked into it, surprisingly. But now it's time to look into it, to what happened between him and Errol Spence all those years ago. Right? It doesn't say anything on here. Let's see if we can find some footage really quickly. This video is getting too long. Oh, he did beat him. We got to find that footage. I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. Please subscribe.